Let's see.
You need a website. Why not do it yourself? With Wix, you can create your own professional website. Choose from hundreds of templates.
I got mad commercials now. We got commercials now too, man.
Yeah, now we've been had commercials. I just wanted to give me a second. All right, hold on. No, we don't have no official commercials, but all right, I just wanted to make sure the chat works.
All right.
Yeah, some people are asking, are we live yet? So the chat's working. Just let me pop in. All right.
Yeah, I already got a few questions that we got to answer from last week, so.
All right.
We'll look up in a minute.
Interesting. All right, so that's weird. All right, we'll have to figure that out later. But all right, so let me get cracking on this.
Yeah, this is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this will be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look in our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gonna do. We gotta
All right, guys, as you can see, welcome to the Panther Nation podcast. We got us a nice little intro song. Shout out to Off Base for allowing us to use his track. We got permission, so everybody can relax. We're not stealing somebody's track. We got permission from Off Base. Dope track. So actually, real shout out to him. I think he's gonna listen. So shout out to Off Base, man. It's a dope track. And I reached out this week to ask permission, and he granted us permission. So we really appreciate that. It's a dope track. So this is episode 10. This is the mini cap has wrapped up, and we are off to a slow 5-6 weeks until training camp. So we're just gonna talk about the wrap up of a mini camp, and hopefully, I think if we have time, we'll get to our. Did you get 53 man?
Oh, I got one.
All right, so if we had time permitting, we'll do our 53 man post mini camp roster. But so just to get started, I'm Rashad.
And I'm David. What's going on, guys?
Yep, we're here for week 10. It's a pretty slow week, man. How was your weekend, though?
Oh, it was pretty good, man. Good Father's Day weekend.
Yeah,
Quiet.
Happy Father's Day, man.
Happy Father's Day to you too, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a peaceful weekend. Couldn't complain too much.
Absolutely, yeah. You do anything special? I didn't.
Nah. Honestly, I just wanted a quiet house, man. I just wanted a quiet house.
Facts.
I got my quiet house, and I got a big Father's Day card from my kids, and I got a nice little poster that I'm going to post on my wall when I get back to work tomorrow.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna throw that up there. Let everybody stare at it on Tuesday through Friday. See how it goes.
Yeah, I didn't do much. I went to church and cut the grass, man. That was it.
Nah, I didn't cut the grass. Shame on me.
Yeah, it's all right, man. No, you ain't gonna get HOA notice like me. But all right, man. So first, not yet. All right. So first up, just to go through the roster moves and front office moves. We hired Ron Turner, who is the brother of Norv Turner, as a quote coaching consultant.
You know what that is. You know what that is.
What are your thoughts on Ron Turner, man?
Shula.
Is that what that is? Is that Shula's replacement?
No, not replacement.
Shula's intern.
Shula's. You better get this right. You're gonna be gone during the season. That's what that is.
Yeah. So according to Ron Rivera, he's gonna be working closely with the offense as far as evaluating the things that they're doing and evaluating the opponents. He said he's also gonna do some stuff for the defense. And I guess he's going to look at how people might try and attack our defense. So they say he has a wealth of knowledge, and he's a guy who's coached at the NFL and college level for a number of years. He previously worked with Rivera and Wilkes, who was our defensive coordinator in Chicago. They were part of the coaching staff that led the 2006 Bears to the Super Bowl. But this is the first time he's worked in the NFL since 2012. And at that time, he was the quarterbacks coach for the Bucks. So this is really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. It may not seem like much as of right now, but as Dave said, are you ready for a bold? I need a bold prediction sound effect. But is that what you're saying?
Look, man, he's there just in case Shula messes this up. Like if we get into a situation where we're 1-3 going into the bye versus 3-1, which I predicted. But I think the bye is later in the season, right?
Yeah,
the bye is way later in the season.
Yeah, week 11.
Yeah, week 11. My bad. I apologize. I was getting confused from previous year. But if we start, first 4 games is going to be critical. If we start 1-3 or 0-4, they're going to make a move. They're going to make a move quick. Because I think there's pressure with the coaching staff this year. You know, like McDermott's gone. So he went on to be the head coach of the Bills. Shula's there. Rivera's there. There's pressure involved. And I think Rivera knows it too. I mean, I don't think it's an accident that he brought in a consultant in. It's not an accident. All right?
Yep.
Everybody knows Shula's enough rope to hang him on, man. I've been saying that for weeks.
Yeah, you said it since day one.
Yeah, it's enough rope to hang them because you don't draft the way you drafted this year, thinking that this offense is going to be like bottom 10 again. It cannot happen.
I think we said pretty consistently that we got to return to the top 10, at least top 15 at minimum. But definitely the offense has to turn around. It really starts with Cam and how we use him, but we won't get that far into it. Very interesting hire. So he was one of a couple other moves. Any more thoughts on Turner?
No, that's pretty much it. His dad isn't working still, right?
I have no clue.
I don't think his dad's working right now. So keep an eye on that. We'll double check. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Norv's out there working right now. So monitor that. That's going to be important. I'm telling you, it's not an accident, man.
Yeah. All right. So we also hired Rob Hanrahan. I don't know how to say that. I butchered his name, but he's a pro. We hired him as a pro scout, and we hired David Turner as a Blesto, a scout. Blesto, if you guys can recall, is a scouting service which we switched to in 2014, and he'll be working with them. And we also named Brian Porter as a director of football operations and Mike Anderson as assistant director of football operations. So a couple little shifty moves there, I guess, with Bean out of here, we had to switch a couple things around. And I guess that's a part of that movement. Well, I guess that's some effects of that happening. Any thoughts on those moves?
I mean, it's expected. I mean, we lost Brandon Beam, who was supposed to be the heir to David Gettleman when he retired. So you expect them to make more moves to try to groom that next hair, so to speak, because I don't think we have that right now. So we got to find that. So it'll just be a matter of time.
Cool. Yeah, I don't really see much into that. Nothing really there. I don't know any of those people, so I can't really make any assessment there. So moving on, we signed wide receiver Cameron Posey and waived safety Brian Bletchen. I'm butchering some of these names, but
you are. But
so
okay.
Whatever.
Nobody's gonna make
anyway. Yeah. Who cares? That nobody cares about that. Neither one of those were making the team.
Nope.
So it's not like I butchered Kuechly's name or something.
Yeah, then we have to have a discussion.
Yeah, might need to retire this podcast if that happens.
Nah, we're not retiring, man. It's only week 10.
But it is week 10. We won't Joe Budden it. But all right, so that was it for the moves that we made this week. Moving on to minicamp, the first week of minicamp, or the first only week of minicamp. Couple notes. There was a couple articles on the Charlotte Observer and Carolina Huddle, which talked about the top 5 things that happened. They both chronicled top 5 things top 5 takeaways. So just kind of go through those. I took some brief notes from those. Main thing I got from it was is that our offense is behind, a step behind the defense, which is kind of expected. You don't have Cam there, you don't have McCaffrey there. You got pieces that aren't really main. You got really solid pieces, main pieces to your offense not there, so you can't really get a good look. But they're saying the defense is flying around out there already, man, which I'm excited to see or hear about. I haven't seen anything yet, but excited to hear about the defense flying around because we took a slight step back last year in the defensive area, and it's good to see that they're stepping up with the veterans that we got.
Let's be realistic about it. We took a step back on both ends, offensively offensively and defensively, and our defense ended up being pretty good by the end of the season.
Yeah.
So, and it's always normal that the defense is ahead of the offense. For most teams, that's the case unless you have a horrific defense and a great offense. So it's expected. I'm not panicking. I'm happy that the defense is showing up though, considering that with the turnover with Wilkes being the defensive coordinator now. So I'm happy to see that. That's a big deal.
Yep. They're saying Bradbury's out there making plays, man, with one arm. I think he got the cast removed. I think last week last Thursday. After the last day of minicamp, he got his cast removed. But even when he had it on, they said he was out there making plays. So that's pretty awesome to hear that he's making plays even with one arm. So pretty impressive. I think he's going to be very, very good. So I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on injuries, man? Like this dude Curtis Samuel tweaked the hamstring. I guess it's all precautionary, but hamstrings as a receiver
with speed
can't happen. Yeah, with speed can't happen. I always rewind back when we were at training camp and David Geddes is on the bike he never played that whole year. I think he had some kind of I don't know if it was hamstring or something. It's some leg injury, and the guy was on the bike all year, never could recover. So I hate to see hamstring. I hope he takes these weeks between minicamp and training camp to get 100% healthy. We got a lot of injuries we got to recover from, little tweaks here and there, but you just want people to be 100%. You don't want to hear anything about any kind of injuries right now because we can't afford any kind of setbacks.
Yeah,
so you got to go ahead.
Yeah, hamstrings are tough. Fortunately, it's early.
Yeah, it's very early. Very early.
Yeah, it's very early. Like if he would have pulled it during a preseason game, I'll be a little bit more nervous about it. But he's pulling it. He pulled it during minicamp. I can't be.
He tweaked it. I wouldn't say he pulled it. He tweaked it.
Yeah, it's a tweak.
Let's not say pull because then people panic. He tweaked it. I don't know what tweak means, but I wouldn't say he pulled it.
Yeah, it's better than the pull. Tweak means, you know, you're rested, you'll be fine soon. So we'll see. I'm trying to be calm, man.
I know, man. It's starting to pile up, man. Like you got Curtis Samuel with the tweaked hamstring. You got Bradbury with the wrist. You got Cam with the shoulder. You got Peppers with his back. He's back, but he tweaked something in OTAs. You got Burst. Well, not really care too much about Burson, but no disrespect. He's not going to be a huge part to the offense or part of the team. So it's just that, you know, you got these injuries. You just hate to see it happen so early. Well, you hate to see it happen, period. But I guess if it had to happen, I guess now is a good time for it.
This will be the time for it to happen, my man. I want them rocking when the season starts. So this is the time. Yeah. This is the time for it to happen. Now, if it starts happening in the preseason and during training camp, then I'm getting nervous. I'm getting worried.
Yeah, so we won't panic yet. We won't panic yet. But they're saying Kelvin is in shape, man. What you think about Kelvin being in shape?
I'm happy that he's in shape. I just wish he was in shape when he showed up.
Hey, man.
Well, let's see what happens when he shows up for training camp.
Doesn't matter how you get there, man, as long as you're there.
But as long as he stays there.
He'll stay there. I said earlier in the group chat, he got 8 million reasons to stay there. And he'll be just fine. He will be just fine. 1,200 yards still on track.
All right. Still on track. You can go ahead and do your whole if you want. You know what I'm saying? Get your Seminole on if you want. You know what I'm saying?
You saw that, right? I didn't mean to do that. But I am a Seminole. I'm a Florida State fan. So but yeah, we're still on track, man.
All right. So let's continue to be on track. I'm cool with it.
But in all seriousness, no, they are saying he's dominant, like he's dominant out there when he wants to be. Like, I think there was one practice where the defense was getting the best of the offense, and then they said the next day he came back and he was dominant. It was nobody could touch him. So like I feel like he has that in him. It's all about motivation right now, and I think he's got 8 million reasons to motivate himself.
Yeah, I remember in some games, man, he could get turned off. Like if he's having a rough beginning, then Kelvin's out of it. And I guess if he stays in tune and clocks in like that all the time, he could be a top 10 wide receiver, man. I'm giving you
if he's 1,200 yards, he's gonna be top 10.
Absolutely, he will. He has to be, man, with your bold prediction.
I'm sticking with it, man. I'm not coming off of it until unless he, knock on wood, he gets injured or something. I'm sticking with it, man. 1,200 yards. It's gonna happen, man.
All right.
It's gonna happen, dude.
All right.
So next up, they said, so McCaffrey made his debut.
One day.
Finally, yeah, one day, but he made it. He was out there. They're saying he was doing everything, man. He lined up at receiver, lined up at running back. They did some wildcat. Hell, he even threw the ball. So, like, I think they definitely got their money's worth for that practice because he was out there doing everything, man.
It's good.
So, yeah, it's good. I'm happy to finally see him out there, man. Interesting note. Did you know Mike Shula was the OC of Tampa Bay Bucks when they drafted Warwick Dunn?
Yeah. He also had Sean King as his quarterback.
Now, I'm just saying, hey, Warwick Dunn, McCaffrey.
No, I get it.
I'm the same type guy.
Warwick Dunn wasn't as big as McCaffrey, though, was it?
Oh
no.
Dunn was like 5'8", one and some change.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's about that. He's about that. I don't know. They're the same type back.
Nah, I mean, look, man. I know. Everybody.
Hey, man, just putting it out there. Just putting it out there, man. Shula knows how to work with these types.
I know. Well, we'll see. Don't worry, man. They already hired his potential replacement already. So
there you go. Are you gonna bold predict it or not, man?
You know what? I will. If we start, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real about it. If we start like 1-3 or 0-4, We're gonna have a Turner as a freaking offensive coordinator.
There is no way we're starting one. Did you see the schedule? There's
No,
no
I
way.
saw the schedule. I'm just telling you, dude. If
There's
we
no
have
way
a
that's
slow,
happening.
if we have a slow start, they're gonna make a change, and that's where it's gonna be.
It's not
Because
happening.
at that point, Rivera's gonna be fighting for his job. So he's gonna make the moves needed to keep his job. I don't see it
Not
happening. I know. I had them starting 3-1. I know. I get it. But if somehow they start 1-3, it's coming,
Not
man.
happening.
I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, man, it's not happening. Man.
They're not going to fire Shula unless they have a slow start. Like I don't think it's a plausible option of them getting rid of anybody on the coaching staff unless they have a slow start. I don't think it's plausible. And I've accepted that. So
we got a quick question. I just want to throw it in there. Miko Doc, and I don't know how to pronounce the other guy's name. They're in the chat. They're saying one question was how do you guys think Cam's going to do when he starts throwing again? Any thoughts on that?
You think? We already know what you think.
Well, I need Kelvin to get 1,200 yards, so I need Cam to be on his game.
I think Cam's going to be a different quarterback this year. I'm not as nervous as I would be in past offenses about his return than I would be now. And the reason why I'm saying that, I think our offense is going to be tailored for more quick passes. We're going to run more than we have in the past. I don't think he's going to run as much. I mean, you think he's going to throw for 4,500 yards.
Absolutely.
I could see him hitting close to 4, and I could see him not getting that many rushing TDs. I can see both of those things happening.
No, all that's pulling back. We're not running the ball with Cam. No, there might be 1, maybe 2 design runs that you see, maybe 1 per game or something like that. But I'm talking about design runs because we design run a lot. But you definitely won't see that as much. And I feel like instead of him pulling down and running like he would, you're going to see a lot of checkdowns to McCaffrey. Yep. Or Samuel. Like you said, it's going to be a lot of short stuff, and it's going to be designed to get the ball out quick, and Cam shouldn't be getting hit. Even if our offensive line is garbage, then the offense needs to change in the fact that we need to get the ball out quick. So I say that to say dump offs, quick slants, quick curls, stuff like that. You'll see a lot of that. So his passing yards are going to increase a lot, because you'll get a lot of those dump offs. So I think the only concern I have with Cam is that while it is only mini camp and it is only OTAs, we got to get on the same page with Curtis Samuel. We got to get on the same page with McCaffrey. Cam Newton throws the ball extremely hard, and catching passes from DA and mini camp. I'm speaking specifically to Curtis Samuel and any new receiver that we have. Russell Shepard, Charles Johnson, and McCaffrey. Catching the ball from Cam is a different beast. It's coming out 100 miles an hour, and it's not going to be the same as catching from DA. So we got to get that chemistry going like ASAP. And I wonder if he's going to be cleared to throw, because usually he takes the receivers to Baltimore. I wonder if he's going to do that this year, and I wonder if he's going to throw if he does.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to say the least. 2 seconds is the number you need to know, man. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, that ball should be gone. Gone. Every play. If he has that ball longer than 2 seconds, he's going to either get hit or he needs to throw that ball away. That's my opinion on it. I mean, I think he'll hit 4,000. I don't know if he's going to hit 4,500.
4,500, man. If he hits 4,500, then we're doing something right. If he 4,000 is his floor. Yeah, that has to be his floor. If this offense is going to be top 10, 4,000 has to be his floor, because we got to move the ball. Either that or we're moving the ball on the ground a lot.
That's what I'm thinking. We're going to move the ball on the ground a lot more. Like, we're going to run the ball way more than we have. And that's crazy to think, considering that normally we run a lot. Like, we typically run the ball more than most teams in the NFL. People don't even notice that. Like, when we had high-powered offenses, we were typically top 5 in rushing during that time span.
Yeah.
So
I just think it depends on how we're gonna do, or how the offensive line is gonna do. That's kind of the wild card right now. We don't really know what that looks like at the moment.
All right. Well, since we're doing questions, I have 3 from.
Well, hold on. Just before I just looked at the chat, and I just saw that one. Hold on. Before we get that, let's wrap up. This Michael. So I mean, I don't even know if you want to talk about this anymore, but Michael Orr, he showed up to mini camp, but he didn't practice. He went to the doctor and did not show up to practice at all. Do you got any thoughts on that, or is it Rap City for him? Is it Kai Squad?
He isn't on my 53-man roster projection, man.
I can't remember. I don't think I put him on mine either. But
he ain't on mine. He is not on mine.
So just to be clear, just to be 100% clear about Orr and why he even showed up at all, is because in order for him to be eligible for any injury benefit, he has to show up, and he has to. In addition to showing up, he had to have missed week 17 of last year. He has to have a documented history of the injury, and he has to fail a physical. So in July, that physical will be taking place in July. So if we hear news about him failing a physical, it's a wrap. He's gonna get cut, and they're gonna give him the injury benefit. But if he passes that physical in July, that opens up a whole nother topic of discussion. But interesting quote from Rivera. He said, "We're gonna go into training camp with the guys that we have. We'll have 90 guys on the roster, and we'll be ready to go with those 90 guys." So, yeah, but if you look deep into that, you'll see that Michael Orr won't be on the roster.
Man, that Kai.
So I don't want to talk about him. Yeah, I don't want to talk about him anymore. I think it's pretty much a wrap. Couple more things. Dudes were getting chippy out there, man. At practice this week. Couple scraps. Cap went toe to toe with DA, and Moses Frazier swung on Luke. That's one way to get cut.
That's the easiest exit strategy in the NFL right there. Swing on your all-pro linebacker. That's a good way to go home.
You could have swung on like Jeremy Cash or something, man. Luke was like David Mayo or somebody. Like Luke, man, he must have like read the numbers wrong or something. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. How
bad can you run the numbers? If you say 58, you still kind of in trouble.
No, he saw like a 5. He just saw the first 5. He didn't see the second 5. It was David Mayo. He saw the 55. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that's what that was.
Okay, you can roll with that if you like.
Yeah, let's roll with that because there's no other reason for you to swing on Luke. He's Luke. Come on, man. That's how crazy can you be? One quick note. The rookies are allowed to work out and train at the team facilities next week, but they have to do so on their own, and they can't have any interaction with the coaches. I say that to say Christian McCaffrey should be in the facilities next week doing he had a lot of time off. That's why I was just bringing that up. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, he'll definitely be there next week. So the coaches can't help, but can the players?
I'm pretty sure the players can get together and do some things. It just can't be led by a coach.
Yeah, but you said that the rookie. So can like Cam show up or like?
I don't know. I have no idea. It just said I may have taken the note as in like the rookies are allowed. I don't know if other players can show up. I'm pretty sure they can, but why would they? They're probably all on vacation or something before the season starts.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just took that specific note about the rookies. So go ahead. We can move on to your questions. Off the top, I didn't see these questions. Just to preface that, this is off the top of the dome. First reactions, freestyle, man. Freestyle questions.
I've seen them, but I didn't think nothing of them. For the most part, I was just happy to get questions, and I told them I will answer them all. So
So side note, man, we want this to be interactive. We definitely don't want to talk to ourselves all day. So if you guys have any questions, tell them how they can do the questions.
You can follow me. You can send it on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. You can post it on Facebook as well. And we'll answer your questions here live when we do the episodes at 9 p.m. on Mondays. So you got 3 opportunities to get these questions. All right. And if you know me on Twitter, my normal Twitter handle is ChampD1012. If you send a question, mention Panther Nation podcast, I'll make sure it gets in the queue and I'll try to answer it there as well. All right. So now I have 3 questions from Jared Costin. The first question: if there were 55 spots on the roster, who has impressed you enough to earn one of those spots?
55.
I know where you're going to go with this.
So
two extras.
2 extras. That's a great question, man. That is an awesome question.
A phenomenal question, man.
I'm going to keep an additional receiver. And so impress me as of right now, as in what we've seen through minicamp. That is a great question. I'm going to say, give me Kiaris Garrett and give me defense. That's a tough question. I don't know, man. I don't know who my other one is. That's a great question.
Shocked you didn't say Austin Duke, man.
Nah, man. I want Garrett. If I'm gonna take somebody, it's gonna be Garrett. It's gonna be Garrett.
I might agree with you with Garrett too, by the way.
It's gonna be Garrett, and it's probably it's a loaded question, because the reason why it's a tough question is because I'm not gonna say he's done anything to impress me this camp, like this mini camp or OTAs. So if I was basing that question off of this current mini camp OTAs, then I'm gonna say Austin Duke. But if I'm building my own roster and I had 2 additional spots based off of what I know, I'm gonna say give me Kiaris Garrett. And I'm trying to think of another player that's on the fence. It's probably gonna be a corner. That's a tough question, man. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Hold on, let me take a look at the roster. Who you got? Who did you answer?
I think I would roll with Garrett for one of them, and like you, the second one would be tough because I don't want to put 2 receivers in, because I think Austin Duke's been like this. Why receivers are bouncing, man. They're clocking in.
Yeah, they're good.
And the thing is, I feel greedy trying to put 2 receivers on those 2 slides. At that point, well, based on my roster construction, that'll be 8 guys.
Oh, I got it. I got it. My second person is probably going to be a defensive end. And it's probably going to be it's probably going to be Delaire, just because he's not on my current 53. And if I wanted to add somebody else, it's probably going to be another defensive end just to keep that rotation. So that's what I'm going to roll with for right now, unless I see something else. That's what I'm going to roll with. I'm going to say Delaire, and I'm going to say, but see, that doesn't really answer the question, though.
Because he said one guy, so you said Garrett.
No, but he said, who has shown you enough right now? Like, as in minicamp, OTAs.
Oh, then it's Duke. Then it's Duke.
That's what I'm saying. So then it's Duke, and then it's going to be
because most of the guys that impress me, as we discussed, are already going to be on my roster. Like they're right. Everybody that's the hard part. They're going to make the team. So it would probably be Duke.
Yeah, Duke would be one of them. And then just based off of training camp performance, Duke and this is tough, man. That's a tough question. Let's go to the next question, man. Let me think about that one.
You think that one was tough? Okay.
That's a good question, man. It's a great question.
Great question. If you were GM for a day, what would be the first order of business to improve your team?
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Can I answer this one first?
Go ahead.
I'm firing Mike Shula first day. first day. He's gone. Gone. He's gone.
Oh man, you are
day.
crazy, man.
No, I'm not. I'm serious.
Oh man,
first day he's gone. First day he is gone. First order of business, he's gone.
For me, just off the top of my head, I'm freeing up some cap, man. I'm cutting Michael Orr, and I'm probably cutting Graham Gano. Those first two moves I make, just to free up some cap space. But before I had a chance to answer that question, I thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say what would be your first move as a GM, and I was going to say give Steve Smith his retirement contract. That's what I was going to say, but you kept going with your question. But yeah, we need that to happen too. I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
You know what that is, dude. You know what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know what that is, man. It's Gettleman.
Unfortunately,
he's not doing it if Gettleman's in the room. So we got to get past that.
We need the big cat to step in. But all right, what's your next? This is a good questions, man. What's your next question?
All right, the third and final question: is it reasonable to think that this team can be better than the 2015 team with the vets added and the positions we addressed?
Absolutely. So here's the thing: it's hard to say that they're going to be better record-wise. I think. And it's hard to say they're going to be better statistically. Like, it's hard to say that this year's offense is going to be number one offense, or this year's defense is going to be as good as 2015 defense was. But I think we should, if I were to play them head to head, give me 2017 version of the Panthers over the 2015 version. 2017 version could win the Super Bowl. I'll say that. If we went in and we could replace this team with the 2015 team, I'd say yes, they would win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because we have more playmakers on the squad.
On the offense, yeah, more playmakers on the offense, meaning we would suppress the rush from Von Miller. The ball would have came out quicker. Defense would have played better because you got vets back there and Mike Adams. And Jano will probably take I think Josh is better than Bradbury for now.
But now that's a good discussion. So now, yes, Josh is better than Bradbury right now. But when you look at the corners that you had then versus the corners that you have now, even if you take a little bit of hit off of Bradbury versus Josh, I still would take the rest of that secondary what we have then.
Who's playing nickel? Oh, this is terrible.
It was 2 years ago.
So we had Tillman, but Tillman was hurt.
Tillman was hurt. So there was
So I say that to say, give me. I agree with your point. Give me 2017 secondary over 2015 secondary as a whole. Josh is better individual, but give me their secondary.
Yeah. So then, all right. So the linebackers. About the same.
Give me Peppers over Jared Allen.
Yeah. Ooh. That's debatable, man.
What? Are you crazy? No. Give me Peppers over Jared Allen any day.
Jared played pretty well for us, man.
He played okay, but Jared looked old. Did you see Julius Peppers play last year? Peppers looked like he's in his prime right now.
All right, that's fair.
Give me Peppers over Jared Allen. Give me Addison over no, I can't say that.
Over CJ?
No, because
go ahead, man. Say it. It's cool.
No, I was saying Ely anyway. Ely balled out. Ely balled out. I was saying
he balled out in that Super Bowl.
Give me McCaffrey over Fozzie. I mean, it's 2017 version of the Panthers would have won the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. So yes, we won't, they should be better. The record won't be better, but this team is better.
Nah, it won't be better. I predicted 12-4, so 12-4 definitely, for them this year. 12-4 is probably still good enough to get home field. Possibly they can potentially still get home field at 12-4. We won't be 15-1 with this squad, but yeah, like Rashad said, we'll definitely be in the hunt for a Super Bowl. I don't want to make no crazy predictions yet because the squads are different, man. Atlanta just went to the Super Bowl last year. The Bucs are up and coming, so it's a different division too. But this squad is like on paper right now is better than what we had in 15, in my opinion.
100% agree.
Good questions, Jared.
Yeah, those great questions, man. We get more questions like that, I'd be up here all night.
You got any more in the queue?
Go ahead. No more questions. That's what I was just looking at. No more questions. Real quick, just announced right before we got on. Training camp dates were announced. So that's my favorite time. That's my favorite time of the year. So training camp will start earlier than usual, July 26th. That's a Wednesday. They have the kickoff little pre-show at 4 p.m. It's where they do like the running of the key. What's that thing they do in the beginning? They do some I forgot what it was, but they got the cheerleaders, percussion, all those. They do a little pre-show. They do. Go ahead.
They do all the cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? You get some beverages while you're there, watching the practice. Yeah, I won't be there this year, but I'll be there for the weekend.
Yep, and they'll practice that day on the 26th from 6:30 to 8:30. At Wofford, obviously, in Spartanburg. Fan Fest is going to be August 4th at Bank of America from 7:30 to 9:30. I hope they don't do the ticket system like they did last year. It's pretty lame.
They did tickets last year?
Yeah, they did tickets, man. It was terrible because they sold out. Well, they didn't sell, but they
were free, right?
They were free, yeah, and people were selling them.
Yeah, they were selling them and stuff, man. Freaking scalpers.
Yeah, it was terrible. All right, so you want to dive in this? We're gonna move on, and you want to dive into this 53-man?
Yeah, sure, man.
Roster should be interesting, man. Very interesting. All right, man. Who you got? Quarterbacks.
That's easy. Cam, Derek, and Mr. Webb. All three make the team, man.
I got.
Yeah, I mean it. I at one point I kept trying to convince myself maybe they take a quarterback slot away, but I don't envision it because Joe Webb plays well on special teams. So I don't see that occurring. So because he suits up every week. So and then he's the emergency quarterback if Cam and Derek goes down. So yeah, Cam, Derek, Joe. In that order.
That's what I got. And mind you, these are our post mini camp. We'll do probably do a post training camp when stuff really is when the rubber hits the road to kind of narrow it down. But yep. So I got the same thing. Those three quarterbacks. Running back, who you got?
Jonathan Stewart, Christian McCaffrey, Waka Waka. Cap's out of here. Cap's out of here, man.
That's exactly what I got.
Cap's out of here.
And I included Darrell Young as a running back.
Well, he's the fullback.
He's the fullback, yes.
Yeah,
but
he's the fullback.
In my running back group.
Yeah. He's on mine too. Darrell Young's the fullback. Armour's going to end up on the squad.
Yep, that's what I got. That's exactly what I got. Moving on, wide receivers. Or do you want to hold off on wide receivers? Because I think that one could get interesting.
It might not be as bad as you think.
Let's move on to the tight ends real quick. Tight ends, who you got?
Greg Olson, Ed Dixon, Scott Simonson.
That's what I got. That's exactly what I got.
Bew,
man.
Yeah, Bew could probably hit the practice squad too.
We'll see.
I mean,
I started my practice squad. I started it, but I
haven't done it. But like I'm in my head, I'm thinking, all right, Bew probably can make the practice squad.
Yeah,
Bew Sandlin. So
yeah, Bo Sandlin.
All right, Bo
time, man.
Bo time.
See,
there's no Bojangles. There's no Bojangles in Rhode Island, man.
Yeah, no, it sucks for you, bro. All right, so offensive lineman, who you got?
All right, Matt Khalil, Andrew Norwell, Ryan Khalil, Trey Turner, Darrell Williams, Taylor Moton, Chris Scott, Tyler Lawson, Amini Silatolu.
Oh wow!
That's
how many guys you got, man?
9. That's 9.
Let me see how many. 1, 2. Yeah, I got. Oh no, I do have Orr on mine.
I don't have him on mine.
Yeah, I need to redo this. But yeah, so I would. I had Orr because at the time I made this, I'm gonna keep him up there for now.
Now you go right ahead.
Who you had Larson?
Yep.
And I had Orr. So that's where we differ there.
So you have 9. You have 9 or 10.
You have 9. I have 9 as well. 9.
Yeah, like shout out to Carolina Huddle. Like I started my skeleton based on the projected one that they had, and then I made some adjustments to it to make my life a little bit easier. And they had Orr. I took him out. Yeah, I took him out because I want to add a receiver. I'm gonna put him down for 6 receivers. So somebody had to go on Orr's it.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, so let's go back to the wide receivers. Who you got, man?
All right, I got your boy Kelvin Benjamin,
obviously,
Devin Funchess, Curtis Samuel, Russell Shepard, Charles Johnson, Damiere Byrd.
That's what I got, man. On the same page.
Yeah, I took Orr out. So I can put Byrd in.
Yep, that's what I got. But so that's what I have. But ideally, keep an eye on Charles Johnson because he's injured. But I think he's got the spot right now. But if something happens to him, look for Garrett and look for Austin Duke. But I still think we keep 6. The reason why I think Garrett has an inside edge because he was on the practice squad last year. He knows the system, and he has speed, and he's big, right? So he fits. He checks all the boxes.
He's just got to show it in some games, man.
Yeah,
he's got to. Like you said, Charles Johnson's spot is a legit threat, and honestly, I could see the Panthers only keeping 5 of these guys because they can utilize McCaffrey. Like the only reason why I went up to 6 is because I had an opportunity to pull Orr out of there and put Byrd in. But yeah, keep an eye on Charles Johnson. If they keep 5 and Charles Johnson is still hurt, Byrd could take that slot and Johnson could be gone. I can envision that. I can envision that as well if they decide to only keep 5 by 6. My rosters, I want to keep 6, but I could see them only keeping 5 because of McCaffrey.
We kept 6 last year, so that's what I went off of. But we didn't have a dual threat like McCaffrey last year either. That's true. That's a good point.
So that makes me think, I could see them just keeping 5 because of McCaffrey. So, but I'm gonna do 6 for now. I'm gonna do 6 for now. We'll see what happens.
All right, that's cool. Who you got? And here's where I think that if we do decide to go 6. If we do decide to go 5, I think we could keep either another offensive line or another defensive end.
Yeah, if they make the decision to have 5 wide receivers, we're probably going to add an offensive tackle to replace Orr. That's my thought process. So if they decide to go 5, they're going to have another offensive tackle added to the roster. That's going to make the team.
I can see that. Who you got for defensive end?
I got Charles Johnson, Mario Addison, Julius Peppers. I got them all in one. Like I put the entire line as one.
Let's just put them all as one.
All right, Deshaun Hall, K'Wan Short, Starr, Vernon, Kyle Love, Wes Horton. 9 guys.
That's exactly what I have.
Yeah, 9 guys. Because
Delaire's on the outside looking in right now.
Yeah, and you could see Delaire.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I think. That's where I think that 6th wide receiver spot could flip over the defensive end, and you could see Delaire make the squats. I think that's where you could find it.
Delaire's practice squad eligible, or he's not eligible yet? He's not eligible anymore.
That's a good question. I think he's got 2 seasons under his belt. 1 or 2. No, 2. It should be 2. I have to look into that. It's a good question.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Because that could definitely be a factor too. So,
all right. Who you got for linebackers?
I got Luke, Thomas, Shaq, Mayo, Cash, Jacobs, and Ben Boulware. And it's tough for me to put. And it's tough for me to put Clemson. Put a Clemson guy up there, but Ben got heart, so he can be on the squad. He's wearing the right colors this time, so
yeah. Yeah, I think Ben is gonna make the team. We always keep one guy that was undrafted and they make a splash. I think Ben's gonna be that guy. Say he looks good instinctively out there. He's gonna make his name on special teams and he's gonna be solid. So yep, I got the same thing. What you got for DBs?
All right, corners. I got Bradbury, Worley, Captain, Corn, and Teddy.
Captain Corn.
Captain Corn, man.
Oh, you got Teddy Williams too?
Oh yeah, Teddy makes the team, man.
Yeah, I got Teddy. Well, I think he's on the fence though, but I got him making it. I think he's one of those guys that could be outside looking into, especially if Sanchez decides to play well. I think they could flip.
Yep, I agree.
Who you got for safeties?
Kurt Coleman, Mike Adams, Dean Marlowe, and Colin Jones.
Yeah, that's what I got. You didn't have to do my man Colin Jones like that, bro.
I'm very afraid. I'm afraid, man.
You know, special teams, man. He special teams guy. We just gotta pray for no injuries, man.
That's my point. That's why I'm afraid. I'm worried. I'm concerned. Very concerned.
Man. You don't got to do Colin Jones like that, man.
Look, man. Look.
As long as he don't line up against Deshaun Jackson, we're fine. Because that was terrible.
We play the Bucs how many times a year? I'll leave it at that.
It's got a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah, right.
So, all right. So I'm assuming you got the three specialists. Who you got?
I got
butt kicker.
I got Butker, man.
You got Butker?
Butker's gonna make the squad, man.
Wow. Nice. That's nice bold prediction there.
Graham gonna be out of here. And
wow.
Andy Lee and JJ.
I can see it, man. I can definitely see it. But I think I got Graham. That's the only thing where we differ.
Yeah, when you make that call to draft a kicker like that, man, he better make the team.
Nah, man. I don't know. That was just to send a wake up call to
but you can do that picking somebody else up in the off right after the draft. Like
that's not the same impact, man. When you draft the kicker, he's thinking the same thing you're thinking.
But the thing is, you drafted the kid in the 7th round. It ain't like you drafted the guy in the 4th or the 5th.
Now that's different. If you draft him in the 4th or 5th, he's being replaced. Gano's being replaced.
Yeah, now that is a wake up call. Drafting with your last pick ain't like the wake up call of the century.
Drafting the kicker, period, is a wake up call.
I hated the pick, by the way. I just want you to know that. I didn't like the fact that we made the decision to draft the kicker. I despised it. I didn't like the pick, but he's going to make the team because I don't know if it could be a potential cap hit too. Graham cost us a few games last year, bro.
So we got a question about Fred Ross. Was there any thoughts on Fred Ross?
I like him.
I like him too, but there's no way he's making the team. It's too loaded.
Make the team, man.
Yeah, it's too loaded, man.
And unless he shows out in preseason.
Nope. There is zero chance he makes the team.
Wow, that's tough.
Zero.
There's always a chance.
No, there's not. Have you seen who's in front of him? It's not happening.
But the thing is, too, man.
Give me Austin Duke. Give me Austin Duke over Ross. Give me Garrett over Ross. Give me Bird over Ross. Zero. He would have to see give me Burson over Ross. Actually,
you're insane.
Now you're. That was just a joke. But Burson's reliable, man. You can't deny that.
Nah, but Ross's arrow can go much higher than Burson's, man. I don't know if he shows out in preseason if he'll survive anyway. Like he could probably end up on a squad.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know how many receivers we're gonna stash from the squad, but I can name. It's gonna be tough because I can name about 3 that are good enough to end up on there if we don't keep that 6th receiver, and have eligibility. So I don't know, man. I don't see it happening. So yeah, that's cool. We only have
that was one of our key pickup free agents too. Undrafted free agents that we grabbed. It was him and Ben.
He was. Yeah, he was.
So I mean,
but
he hasn't showed out, huh?
No, he has. I think he's been okay. I think there's a couple different saying he making plays here and there, but it's not gonna be enough, man.
I don't know, man. Like there'll be a point. Like if Charles Johnson don't pick it up, if you don't show up,
no.
I mean it's open, dude. Like that last spot is open. That joint is open. It's
not as open as you think.
You don't think so, man?
No, man. You got Garrett. It's too many guys in front of him. Garrett. Give me Bird. If he doesn't make it, give me Duke. Duke will make it before Ross.
We'll see, man. We shall see.
I don't know, man. But yeah, y'all crazy, man. But
yeah,
man.
Because a guy like that, because it's the same thing with Bower, right? If Bower doesn't make the team, there's no way he's going to make it on the practice squad. Like there's some guys that that if you don't put him on the roster, he might not make it to the squad. Bower is
Fred Ross guys. I don't think we cared much about Fred Ross to stash him on the active roster to protect him from another team. Sorry, he's not that good. Sorry.
Okay. He shows up first game in the pre-summer. We're going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about
Sorry. We've got better options.
All right.
What can I say?
All right.
Got better options, man. Now, Bulwer, I can see that because you got potential. You got some little injury scares with Luke. It's a couple different things. There's a reason why you keep a Bulwer. But Fred Ross, sorry, he's good, but he's got a uphill battle, like a Mount Everest battle ahead of him. It's tough,
there's always one guy, man. There's always one guy. There's always a guy.
Bulwer's got that spot. He's that one guy this year. That's it, man. Sorry. Can't give it to you.
All right. Good question, though.
Yeah, that was a good question. What you got? Anything else? I think I'm good, man. We got training camp coming up soon. I'm excited for that because I'll be heading down there Wednesday. I'll be going down there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, just Saturday and Sunday for me.
I may not go Thursday. It depends how the autographs go. If I can get all the autographs I need, then I won't go Thursday. But probably. When are you coming again?
I'm flying Friday night, so
yeah, I probably won't go Friday either, depending if how the autographs go. I may just show up Saturday and Sunday. If I can get all the autographs I want, then I won't.
So you driving back and forth?
Yeah, probably gonna drive, man. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we'll play it by ear once we get closer.
Yeah.
Play it by ear because I probably won't get there till Friday night around 6-7 p.m. to Charlotte. So yeah, we'll play it by ear. I got a car, so I wasn't sure what the plan was because I had to wing it with the schedule because I didn't know what was going on yet. So
yeah. All right, but yep, training camp coming up. So that's all I got. I did want to play the Keep Pounding track in its entirety because we only played. It was only the first verse. There's another verse to it that I want to play. Again, shout out to Off Base. If you weren't here earlier, we have a new introduction track to the podcast provided by Off Base. Really dope track. Was one provided by he allowed us to use the track. It was already pre-made, but we thought it fit with our podcast, and so he allowed us to use it. So I did want to play that in its entirety before we got out of here. And but you got anything else, Dave?
I'm all set, man. Play the outro too while you're at it. Make my life easier.
I got it. Yeah, I had it lined up for you. But all right. So yeah. Here we go. Here's the full track, Off Base. Dope guy. Support him.
Yeah, this is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this will be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you could think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta tell them what we gon' do, we gotta. Nobody in the league can hang with us. It's amazing how even our safeties are dangerous. Maybe it's in the way that we're breaking whoever's breaking them. Maybe it's just because you got Keekly and Davis chasing you, but you scared for good reason. That Superman Cam Newton been dancing all season. You can't beat him, and with number 88, Greg Olsen out there receiving, you know they'll make that completion take away the air you breathe in. It's real, you're gonna know how it feels to wonder if you're standing still when Teddy Ginn is taking off down the field. And you know we get it in the clinch, we start a game, we finish it. This is for everyone who said we're all about Benjamin, when it was all about family and faith that this team can be the last one standing. Get back, you don't understand me, we're everything you can't be. Let's go, Carolina, keep pounding. Tell them what we gon' do, we gotta. Tell them what we gon' do, we gotta.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.